They're picturesque, proud, and full of life. Trees play a vital role in our ecosystems, providing shade, shelter, and oxygen. Forests can influence weather and even control the climate, but their unmatched beauty and durability also makes trees an optimal building material.
Wood is a very good resource and good building material because it has a long longevity. It's got a history that's lasted for 200 to 300 years. Your old houses in New England, on Nantucket, and up and down the eastern seaboard, a lot of those homes are 200 or 300 years old, and they're still there today.
4 centuries ago, half of the land in the United States was forest. Today, 90% of those forests are gone. Responsible use of this natural resource is critical to conserving what remains.
The best way to reduce stress on the forest through responsible harvesting is actually to allow the timber to age to full maturity and harvest it at that time, and harvest only those timbers that are fully mature. And that allows the forest to actually develop in stages where you're going to have young timbers, medium timbers, and old timbers. And if we only take the old trees at full maturity, we get more wood from that timber while also allowing more room for the younger and medium-aged trees to grow up and mature.
Antique wood is an increasingly popular way to help preserve forests. Instead of looking here for lumber, many are now looking here. Carefully removing planks from historic old wood structures and refinishing them for new products is rising in popularity. It's called reclaiming, and it's putting a new spin on recycling. There is less energy used in making a wood floor from reclaimed wood than one made from new wood, engineered wood, concrete, plastic, or steel.
I would say one of the most positive impacts of reclaiming wood from old barns is the simple fact that you are taking fewer trees out of the forest. Any one of these barns that we take down probably took anywhere from 150 to 200 trees or even more to build the original barn. When we take that down, turn it into the flooring that we craft, we're able to floor anywhere from 5 to 10 homes with that, and that's 200 fewer trees coming out of the forest.
Each plank of reclaimed wood tells a story. Some pieces may be softly marked, others gently pitted, but each one is unique in character. Also called antique wood, reclaimed planks are a popular choice in interior design. Homeowners see reclaimed wood flooring as a way to bring in the natural world and own a piece of history at the same time.
People really like to know that the floor that they're living on has some substance to it, has some history to it. And your floor, basically, it could come from an old factory, it could come from an old barn, it could come from an old house that was slated for demolition. So there's a story behind every floor.
While reclaimed wood is a beautiful addition to any home, it's also a meaningful way to preserve one of our country's most majestic natural resources, our forests. Based in scenic southern New Hampshire, Carlisle Wide Plank Floors helps keep an American folk art alive and is bringing antique wood back to life. After hand-picking old wood structures already slated for destruction, Carlisle carefully removes the old lumber and restores it to its original magnificence.
I think one of the neat things about reclaiming wood at Carlisle is that we actually keep track of the story of the barn that the wood came from. So that when we craft a floor for you, we also send you at the same time the history of the barn that wood came from. I think what's neat about that is it's not just simple recycle, reuse, but it's reclaiming. We're reclaiming the past and bringing the stories forward with the wood itself.
There are so many available options to the homeowner in choosing their recycled floor. And what we do here at Carlisle is we will work with you to help you find the floor that matches the look that you want. Your floor is unique to you. Your floor has a story based on its history, and then you're making your own story from now into the future.
Though every piece of wood has variations of grain and color, only reclaimed wood offers the distinctive charm of years gone by.
The types of looks available from antique wood are limitless. We can actually help a customer to choose their floor and build that floor around the look that they envision. Some people want a more refined looking antique floor that doesn't have what you might consider imperfections in the floors, while another customer is looking for something much more rustic, where the floor has a lot of knots and nail holes and character from the recycling process.
For nearly half a century, the Carlisle family has recreated wide plank floors originally found in colonial homes across New England. At the heart of the Carlisle's success is respect for the environment. By supporting responsible harvesting practices, Carlisle is helping ensure forests will thrive for generations. In fact, Carlisle Wide Plank Floors is nationally recognized by the Forest Stewardship Council for its efforts.
The environment is important to us here at Carlisle for a lot of reasons, but I think one of the biggest ones stems from a lot of the people that work here. They were brought up raising animals, hunting and fishing, camping, hiking. You know, I think that is a big part of where our true colors come from, knowing that it's important to preserve it and it's important to make sure it's around for others to share.
With the highest standards in wood selection and a passion for preserving our natural resources, Carlisle Wide Plank Floors proves time and again that recycling can be beautiful.
The future of Carlisle hopefully will be to maintain an awareness towards the beauty of wood, raise the level of appreciation by the average person throughout our country and throughout the world. And I think it's an important goal for Carlisle to not just sell the wood floors and sell more wood floors, but to educate a lot of the people along the way about the importance of wood and how you should look at it a little differently and not so commodity orientated.